Jo here from YogaJo, and it's day 2 for the Yoga Lockdown Challenge. I'm so glad you've joined me once again. Let's get started straight away. So you can grab a block or you can grab a blanket, sit on something so your hips are slightly elevated. Either you cross your heels, cross your legs, make sure that you're sitting comfortably and everything's lifted. And let us begin. So your palms are facing up, your thumbs and your forefingers together. And as you sit up tall, lifting up into that chest, I want you to focus on your breath. So let's close our eyes for this. Close your eyes. Inhale through the nose. As you inhale, push your belly out like a big balloon. And as you exhale, allow the navel to work towards the spine. Focusing on that breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Just breathing nice and deeply. As you do that, you can explore Hatha Yoga in ways that take you beyond certain limitations, but fundamentally it's a physical preparation preparing the body for higher possibilities. Most importantly, I want you to thank yourself for today's class and for being here. And just set your intentions for today. Kindly drop your chin down towards your chest. A little saying for today to get us started. If you practice yoga once a week, you will change your mind. If you practice yoga twice a week, you will change your body. If you practice yoga every day, you will change your life. Slowly begin to open up your eyes. Draw your eyes along the floor until your chin is parallel. Bring your palms together. Welcome to yoga. Let's take our arms out to the side. Big inhale, lift up tall. Exhaling out. Once again, inhale up and exhaling down. Beautiful. Let's change the cross of our legs to our unnatural cross. Whether you're sitting with your heels aligned or your knees on top of your feet, that's fine. I'm just going to work into a little bit of a stretch to the side. So inhale up. As you exhale, right arms will come down, placing it down. Lift up tall and let's work over as you exhale, stretching out. Feel that lengthening, that stretching. Beautiful. All of the abdominals and the side traps stretching, lengthen. Now look up, opening up. Keep the knees down. Let's inhale, come back up. And let's exhale over to the other side, placing the hand down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, working over. Stretching into it. Hold. Slowly turn the head, looking up. Keep breathing nice and deep. You should feel those intercostals opening up, stretching. And let's inhale, come back up. And exhale all the way out. Fantastic. Let's come off your blocks. Place your blocks to the side. And let's go into our hands and knees. So hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. And if you look back, your feet should be playing hide and go seek. Make sure you pull your navel in so you're nice and tight and you're not arching at all. And let's work with the breath into cat and cow. So inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Come back to the center. We're going to do a little bit of twisting here. So I want you to take your right hand, lift it up to the ceiling, stack the shoulders, stretch up. Now take the hand and thread it underneath the left, placing the hand down onto the floor, dropping your head, stretching out the left arm. Big stretch, relax the head and the shoulders. Now taking up The left arm up to the ceiling. You can look up at it. Either you're going to stay here, or you can take the left hand behind your back. As far as you go, if you can place it into your inner thigh, that's great. Open up a little bit further. Really feel the shoulders work. Nice, deep breathing. And slowly, arm working back up to the ceiling. Hand down underneath the shoulder and come back onto all fours. So let's do the other side. Left arm up to the ceiling, big stretch, stack those shoulders. Hand comes underneath like you're threading underneath through the needle. Relaxing the head down. Stretch out that right arm. Take the right arm up to the ceiling. Hold it there. Either you can stay here, or if you want more of a stretch, you're taking your hand behind, and then you're going to open up a little bit more and breathe. Lovely. Take the arm back up, place it underneath the shoulder and back onto all fours. Okay, let's work into Adho Mukha Svanasana, our down dog. Step your hands, one hand step forward, tap under those toes, and slowly lift the knees off the floor. Push your hips back, stretch out. And we start to lift. Lift up, relax the head down, upside down V. Relax the head, come out of the shoulders. Make sure the fingers are nicely spread. And let's drop the right heel down, bending the left knee. Up onto the toes, left heel down. Up onto the toes, right heel down. Up onto the toes, left heel down. And stay on the toes. Push down as far as you can. Remember, if you can't go far down, you can also have your knees bent if your hamstrings are really tight. Just stretch it out. Relax the head. Let's turn it side to side. And up and down. So let's just check out alignment of our down dog. So we're going to work into a plank. So I hope you remember how to do this. Onto the toes, arch the back, coming forward. Hold the core, your nice straight line. And then going back up, pull up from the core onto the tippy toes. And slowly pushing back down. Let's work it again. Onto the toes, arch the back, come forward. Plank. You can push into your heels when you come into your plank. You should feel it into your shins, your shin splints. And then slowly up onto the toes, lifting up high. And slowly down. Fantastic. So we're going to work into our next pose, Uttanasana. Is our standing forward bend. So look at the hands. You walk your feet towards your hands. Bring your bunion bones to touch. Your ankles are apart. You want to get the outsides of your feet parallel to the outside of the mat, or where you can see they're parallel to one another. Dropping your head. You want to get as straight as possible with your legs. So if it's very sore, try and get them straight. Even if you're all the way up here, you're doing just wonderful. Relax the head. If you're up here, you can't touch anywhere near the floor. Your hands can be on your shins, on your knees, your thighs, wherever you are. Relax the head. Relax down. So from here, the most important thing is we're trying to get our tailbone over the ankle. So you do feel like you're falling forward. You can lift your toes slightly. Lengthen through it. So open up, lengthen a little bit more, and then place the toes down. So just stretch into it. Uttanasana. It's great for disturbed nerves, if you're suffering with any menstrual pains, and loss of equilibrium. So just relax the head down. Lengthen. I want straight legs, as straight as possible, even if you're all the way up here. Doesn't matter. Relax the head, just settle into it. Breathe. We're going to learn how to come up from here. So hands come to prayer. We call this namaste to our chest. Roll the shoulders back. You're going to lengthen through the spine and lead with the collarbones. You're utilizing the core. The core is going to do the work here. So core works, nothing with the back. Shoulders back. Lengthening. Up you come. to standing. Feeling good? I hope so. Let's come standing. So we're going to stand and learn how to stand. Standing is Tadasana, our mountain pose. You place those toes a little bit together, your heels slightly apart. So it does look like a knock-kneed. However, my hips are lining up, and that's really what we're looking for, is a line-up of the hips. So I'm going to stand as nice and tall as I can. I'm going to lift myself up, pull my pelvis forward, pull up with drop my tailbone, lift up the pelvis, tighten my core, shoulders back and down. It's kind of like I'm going to the army. Stretching into my hands, my fingers are growing roots down to the floor, so I can really lengthen. So if you look from the side, I'm not just standing. If I've got a flexible body, you might see people stand like that, or you might see people stand like this. You need to adjust yourself to try and line it up. A great way to practice is against the wall and to try and get everything to line up, to stretch into it. Shoulders back, everything down. So just stretching into it. I want you to find as much as you can to try and stack everything on top of one another. Tightening through the thighs. Make sure you're lifting it on top of your ankle bones. Does that make sense? The ankles on top of the heels. You really nicely lifted and stacked. Shoulders back, nose parallel to the floor. From there, I want you to lift your toes. I'm going to place our toes down one at a time. Baby, second, third, fourth, and fifth. You want space between the toes. It's something you work and you're going to start to learn about your body. From there, we're going to go up onto the toes. You're going to slowly come up and you want to hold it. So holding it with toes nicely spread. And then with control, slowly coming back down. One day when you're big, you can do them with your eyes closed. All right. So what we do now is you're going to close your eyes in Tadasana, in our mountain pose. Close your eyes and find your balance. Now you will notice that you are moving a lot. That is normal. I want you to move. What is balance? Balance is equal distribution of energy on both feet. You will have movement. So balance is movement. Movement is stability. So with movement you will get your stability. With stability comes alignment. And with that alignment comes your balance. So don't fight it, allow for it to move. Breathe, keep standing up nice and tall, nose parallel to the floor, and open your eyes. Thank you, this is standing. It's a wonderful feeling. So you are constantly activated in your whole entire body. From there, we're going to work into our next pose called Uttita Trikonasana, our triangle pose. You may need your 2 blocks. Actually, you definitely will need something. So, if you have a block, if you have a chair, if you have a trash can, something, you can place it at the back of the mat. Remember, the nice thing is you've got different heights, so everybody will be a different height. You might have it down, you might have it down there. So I'm going to leave it like that. We're going to come standing into the center of the mat. Feet together, fingers together. We're going to jump our inner leg distance apart. Inner leg is from here down to the ankle. So jumping inner leg distance apart. And you'll notice that my ankle is above my wrist. That is inner leg distance apart. Feet are parallel to begin with. And imagining I'm in between 2 panes of glass. I want to be nice and straight, not my bum or anything sticking out. We're going to take our right foot out to 90 degrees. So turning it out 90 degrees. And our left foot in to 60 degrees. We're going to bring our hips square to the front. So we're making sure that our hips are square with the front of the mat. And we're lengthening from our armpits to our fingertips. Opening up through the chest. We're going to work over to the right side. So as you do that, I don't want you going forward or back. I want you to keep that nice, kind of like a piece of toast in a toaster. You don't want to get burned because it'll be So keep that straight. Working over. Straight legs. Now bring the hand down onto your support. So wherever your support is, you can bring your hand down. Arm up. You can look down. Make sure you're nice and straight. The back of this the right ankle will go to the center of the left, so into the instep. Okay, from there, you don't have to lean too hard on that. Your hand can be down, but your arm, you've got some support. So get your support to where you want it to be. Chin scrapes along the chest to look up. When you look up, if you close your left eye, you'll see your left thumb. There you are. This is Utthita Trikonasana. It's a fantastic pose for asthma sufferers, because what you're doing is you're opening up these lungs, which we don't use often enough in this position. We only use a little bit of our lungs. So this is a great way of really opening them up and utilizing them in a lot bigger way. We only use about 40–50%. Here we're using a lot more. So hold it and breathe. If your neck gets sore, you turn your head back down. Hold. Nice deep breath. Very important, you shouldn't be feeling anything in the back. You should be utilizing every part of your body, including your little toes. To come up, you hold that core and you lift yourself up. Feet face forward. Keep your arms out. Both feet parallel, stretching armpits to fingertips. Let's do the other side. Left foot out to 90 degrees. Right foot in to 60. Bring the hips back to the front. Stretch. And let's go over, all the way over, stretching to the left side. Now arms go down. Find your block. You can use your block. You can see how you want to use it. Look down. Chin scrapes along your chest. Up it looks. If you close your right eye, you'll see your right thumb. Breathing into it. Remember, if your head's sore, you look down. Open, lengthen. You might find you might be up here, and your chair might be here. That's absolutely perfect. You just want to try and use the skull bone to push against the tailbone. So you want to actually have this contrast, this constant lengthening between the two. So challenging the skull bone and the tailbone. Breathe into it and hold. And up we come. Feet to face forward. We'll do one more pose called Utthita Konasana. So from here, keeping your arms up, I want you to exercise those arms a little bit. You'll open your legs to your outer leg distance. So outer leg distance will be to your fingers, to your fingertips. So open up wider. You'll look at me and think, whoa, that's wide. You can go that wide, trust me. So opening up your legs wider. From here, we'll do exactly the same kind of thing. Hips stay square. Right foot to 90. Left foot in to 60. Hips back to the front. So bring the hips to the front. Lengthen. Now you're going to bend that right knee to stop over above the ankle. Very important. You need to stop it there. So you might be able to open up a little bit more. See what feels good. This is called Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Now watch my ankle. I have to lift it up. So I'm not leaning down, I'm lifting up. So I'm pushing down to the baby toe side on the left side. And I'm making sure that I've got a nice 90-degree angle here. Lifting out of it. So I'm dropped down straight here. Pulling the pelvis under slightly. Lengthening. That is Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So now you've learned another one as well. From here, you're going to take your right hand, placing it down, either onto the block, wherever you need it to go to, baby toe side. Left hand onto the waist. You're making sure that knee stays above there, and I'm pushing down into my baby toe side on the left side. Opening up the shoulders, some nice straight line here. Very important in a straight line. Opening up. From here, you place your left hand onto your ear so you can hear me. So I know that you're opening up. And then stretch it out above you. So what this is doing, this is stamina. It's building a lot of stamina in your body. It's also strengthening all your muscles. So if I place a little drop of water here, and roll all the way down to my foot, it's a straight line. To come out of this, we go back to Virabhadrasana 2. So I'm coming back to the halfway mark, and then I'm straightening up, feet parallel. Let's do the other side. So we're going to take the left foot to 90, right foot to 60. Hips square once again. Stretch armpits to fingertips. And let's start to bend the left knee. So you get that left knee, I sometimes have to readjust. I'll pull up the ankle bones. So you want them kind of parallel to the floor on either side. I push the knee back, pelvis forward. I lengthen. Virabhadrasana 2. This is kind of like you're fencing. Ooh, on guard. Okay, enough of nonsense. Let's work into Utthita Parsvakonasana. So from here, slowly I'm going to take down left hand, baby toe side. Use a block if you need to. Right hand onto my waist. Open through the chest.